Hi there, boys and girls. The last couple of weeks we have been talking about throwing. And so today we're going to kind of do the skill that goes along with throwing, and that skill is catching. Now, to catch something is to like grab it or take it out of the air. Okay, you're going to usually we would use our hands, depending on if we're playing a sport, maybe you're using a glove. You can use different parts of your body, but for today and moving forward, I would like for us to try to make our catches using our hands, okay? You can use two hands. That's the easiest way to do it, and that's how I'm going to teach you. If you feel like you can try and do it with one hand, that's fine, but maybe try and get some two-handed catches in there while you're trying. So for today's practice on catching, you are going to need someone that can throw a ball to you. That way, or a pair of socks or whatever. That way you can focus just on the catching and not having to worry about getting the ball up in the air. Okay? So when we are catching, the first thing we need to do is keep our eye on the ball. Okay, that's a very common saying in a lot of sports, is to keep your eye on the ball. And what that means is to watch the object that you're trying to catch. Okay, if you aren't able to see the object that you're trying to catch, it's going to make it that much harder for you to actually grab on and make the catch. So keep your eye on the ball. The next thing you need to know is to grab. Okay, you actually want to close your hands around it. That's what's going to keep the ball from escaping. Okay, if we were using a glove, that ball would go into the pocket of our glove. We close the glove around it and it traps it inside. Okay, so we want to make sure that we are using our hands to trap the ball. If we keep our hands open, we're not going to catch it right. Okay, you may need to cradle it to your body. That's okay. I'm all right with that. Now, the next thing we need to know is hand positioning. And that is determined by how the ball is traveling to us. So if the ball is coming and it's going to come at me up above my waist, so my waist is here, it's coming to me above my waist, then in order to get my hands ready, I want to put my thumbs together. And what you'll notice is that this puts the palms of my hands out towards the ball and is going to allow me the opportunity to grab my hands around it. Okay, if the ball is coming from up high like that, and I put my pinkies together, look, it has my hands facing the wrong direction. So I can't close my hands around it. All right, so if the ball is coming above your waist, so here and up, then you want to try and get your thumbs together in order to get ready for the ball. And that's true whether the ball's coming straight at you or from high up above you, okay? So if your partner was throwing it straight to you and it's coming above your waist, you're still going to have your hands like this so the ball comes this way, or if it's coming out of the sky, you're up like this. Now, if the ball is coming to you below your waist, down here, down below, okay, you're going to flip your hands over and put those pinkies together. You see how it rotates my hands so my palms are facing out again? So this is how we want to catch that ball, just like this, all right, below our waist. Now, if the ball's coming from up high, but I'm going to catch it down really low towards the ground, that's when I put my pinkies together. It's only when I'm catching up here that I put my thumbs together. All right, so down below the waist, you put your pinkies together. If you got your thumbs together down here, you're not going to catch it again, right? All right, so I've got a little device that's going to throw me some balls, and I'm going to just catch a couple, okay, just so that you can see how it goes. All right. So that ball's up above my waist. I put my thumbs together to catch. Now if I back up a little bit, okay, below my waist, we'll try another one. Below my waist, I had my pinkies together, okay? So above the waist, thumbs together. Below the waist, pinkies together. And I'm watching the ball, keeping my eye on it. All right? And so that, boys and girls, is catching. So what I want you to do today is practice with a partner, and I want you to start close together and see if you can get 10 catches in a row without dropping it. If you can get 10 catches in a row without dropping, then take some steps back. Make that distance a little bit larger, okay? Now, one other thing. If you think that you might have some trouble catching a ball, I want you to start with a larger ball, okay? If you have a big ball, it's going to be easier to catch than a little ball. So, start with a bigger ball, and then as you start to get more comfortable, as you start to get more and more catches, then maybe switch to a smaller ball, and then a smaller ball, okay? So see if you can get lots of catches in a row, increase that distance, because that's also going to make it harder, and then decrease the size of the ball. All right, boys and girls, I have another activity for you after you've practiced some of your catching, and I hope that you all have a great rest of the week. I'll see you in a few minutes.